Hello, today's gonna be a really short episode. So, I guess this can go into two categories. So, we're gonna talk about training first. One thing that I really want to hammer home is that to get the body of your dreams, to actually start seeing the most amazing results that you so desire to see and probably are struggling to see, you don't need to be training 6 days or 7 days a week. And if you have literally marginal time for yourself, for rest, for recovery, for actual days off from being a busy mom, being a busy worker, whatever it is, and if your lifestyle in itself is that demanding, you need to have more of those rest and recovery moments. You don't need to be chasing the exhaustion. It's like people chase fatigue, or they feel like they didn't have a great workout if they're not fatigued or if they didn't get their heart rate up. Like, some of my best sessions are ones where I feel like I have so much more left in the tank. Like, there are phases to every program. Like, there are some periods in my lifting where I literally was only training 3 days a week. Quite literally. And that would have went on for months. There were days that I trained 5 days a week. But on the majority, I mainly trained 4 days a week. I was training 3 days a week before lockdown. Then I increased it to 5. Then I decreased it to 4 days. And now I'm somewhere in the middle because I shortened my sessions to like 4 exercises, 5 exercises. But I put 100% effort in it. And I was that person that was chasing that fatigue, that I was chasing the more is better. Let's just add on some sets. Let's just add on some extra reps. Let's just chuck in another exercise because I don't feel like I worked my back enough or something like that. Or I'm going to add in some hip because I didn't feel like I got my heart rate up enough. Like, I was that person. And I was continually spinning my wheels. Yeah, I actually probably thought it was getting me the results that I had then. But it's almost like that saying, you don't know how good an actual full night of sleep feels until you actually get that full night of sleep. Same goes for you don't know what it's like to actually feel good until you actually do the things that make you feel good. Same goes. And a lot of people say that, yeah, there's that 1 hour in the gym, but the rest is what you put on your plate. But then it depends on who you are as well. Like, there are some people that focus so much on making sure their food is perfect, that focus so much on, like, what they can eat, what they can't eat, trying to be 100% on their food, or thinking that their food is the be-all, end-all, and their life revolves around trying to make their food to this perfect plan, instead of letting a little bit of human in there. But the thing is, it's never just about the food and it's never just about the training. And I put up a post, which I will end up sharing in some form of other content that can be seen in other platforms because it's that important. But a lot of people don't actually get coaches. They just get given programs and diets from people who call themselves coaches. But that's the biggest barrier to people actually seeing success and results, because they've been through all of this shit before. They've suffered with whatever programs, whatever diets they've been through before. They gave up. They went on challenges. They couldn't keep up with the challenges because it was unsustainable. But then they have this opportunity to actually succeed, but with the same mindset that caused the problems in the first place. Like, it's never just about the food on the plate. It's everything in total. And if all you can think about is trying to eat your food perfect so you can actually get this dream body, so you can get this magical, weird, arbitrary number on the scale or arbitrary number of weight loss, you're still keeping yourself in that same mindset. And you can't solve a problem with the same mindset that bloody caused it. Like, it's so simple to say, but it's so hard to believe and put into practice, because it's like a fear of, but I've been trying this so hard to just lose blah, blah, blah kilos. I'm scared that if I put anything more on, I won't be able to lose again. But it's like, dude, how long have you been going at it before, struggling to see results, yo-yoing about, feeling like you're letting yourself down, feeling like you can't do anything, feeling like a hopeless monkey because you're just monkeying about. Like, you spent years like this. What is a little bit more time to actually develop the strong foundation to build that dream mansion on top of it? And that mansion is your body. The stronger the foundation, the greater the mansion on top of it, the greater your body, the greater your potential. But also remember, foundations cannot stand without the pillars beneath it. And the pillars are your self-care, your rest, your recovery. It's all the basics of being a human. And then the habits, the behaviors, the environment, your belief within yourself, all of that, all encompasses it. And if you're not going to focus your efforts or shift your focus away from what you've been focusing so much on before, you're going to stay stuck in the same narrative that you tell yourself. And it comes back to the biggest thing that helped me, and that's focusing on, what am I trying to create with my body? Where can I put my focus? Is it on actually seeing how I can chase progress in being the best me I can be in the gym, becoming stronger, building some muscle, making myself fitter, and realizing those benefits of actually building muscle means that I can actually eat more carbs. Like, once upon a time, I used to diet on like 1,200 calories. And yes, that was actually appropriate because I was small, I had little muscle, I'm short, I was sedentary, and like and then now it's just like I've built my metabolism up so much that I can actually diet on like 1,000 calories more than I used to. I can tolerate more carbs. Like, you have to put yourself through the paces to get to where you want to be. And it's taken me 7 years of it. 5 years of proper training. Because the first 2 years I was doing dumb shit that I just told you about. Chasing this, chasing that, chasing fatigue. And then I started chasing strength, progress. And it's only really been the last 2 years that I finally got all of the nutrition pillars in place and my habits away from being that person that also used to try and minimize my food earlier on in the day, just because I was like, nah, I know that I need a lot of food at night, so I'm going to try and minimize it during the day. Even though now I still do the same thing in the morning. I really do not want to eat that much before 1 p.m. But instead of waiting until like 6 p.m. and it's just like, okay, it's feast time. It's like, no, my 1 p.m. meal in itself is 1,000 calories. And I'm not even lying. It's 1,000 calories in that meal. And I'm pretty sure it's like 115 grams of carbs or something. So that's the thing. You need to stop playing it as there's only one puzzle piece making the entire image, because you need to put all the puzzle pieces together. And some may not fit, and that's cool. Pick up another piece and see where that fits. I hope this helped, and I love you all, and it's a Monday here, so happy start to the week.